Bedikat Hamets and Bitul Hamets, searching for the Hamets and nullifying the Hamets. What do we do, when, and how it works? So Hachamim tell us that, as we learned before, we're not allowed to own Hametz and we're not allowed to have Hametz in our possession. Therefore, we know that on a regular year, like as we use an example, Pesach falls on Wednesday night. So we have to do Bedikat Hametz a night before Leil HaSeder. So Leil HaSeder will be Wednesday night. We are going to do a Tuesday night, we will do Bedikat Hametz. What is it for? We still have Hametz on our table, or if someone has a big table outside in Israel, most people they live in a regular house, they leave the table outside, or they have a place designated where they still eat Hametz. Now, they still check the Hametz the night before, but they have Hametz. So therefore, they and what do? So bear with me and concentrate a little bit, because there are two differences when we come to nullify the Hametz. So a person knows that he has Hametz in his house, but he knows exactly where the Hametz is. He knows that it's here in that area. That's where we eat until the morning when they have to get rid of it. So then he has a designated place for the Hametz. Now in practice, he goes around all the house and he has to check around his house and make sure that there is nothing left anywhere in the house. That's number one. And then when he finished checking, he checked on top of the closets, in his pockets, in his drawers, anywhere that could be. Then he does what we call nullify the Hametz. Nullify the Hametz, he says that he makes the declaration that every Hametz that he didn't see and he didn't find, that's what he does at night. He didn't see and he didn't find shall be like a dust of the earth. Now in the morning, he does almost the same language. After he nullified in the morning, that's it. He gets rid even from that designated area that he has in his house. He throws everything aside. And then he repeats a declaration and he says, every Hametz that I saw and I didn't see. Why did he add I saw it I saw and I didn't see? Because yesterday he can't say that the Hametz that he saw, he knows where he has Hametz. He can't nullify something that he's still going to eat until the next morning. So he's just making a declaration that whatever he didn't see should be like a dust. In the morning, he says whatever I saw, whatever I didn't see, like to nullify everything. This is the difference in the language, just for us to have comprehension, and that's what we actually do. And now, Bedikat Hametz at night, what time do we do it? So we have to do it when it's starting to get dark, which is Tzet HaKochavim, stars out. It's about in the summertime, about 20 minutes after sunset. Now sunset can be checked even on your weather app. You will open your weather app and you'll see every day they give you accurate sunset. So just calculate 20 minutes. Let's say you see 6:53. So 7:13, it's Tzet HaKochavim. You see 7:12. Add 20 minutes, 7:32 is Tzet HaKochavim. This year, we are going to do it, Pesach Tafshin Pei Aleph 2021. We cannot do it. We said if Leil HaSeder falls on Wednesday night, we're going to do it Tuesday night. But we cannot. Tuesday and stars out. But this year, an eve, a night before, is going to be Friday night. Therefore, we do it one night earlier, which is not Friday, one night earlier, Thursday night. So on Thursday night, Tzet HaKochavim this year, in 2 days, we are going to do, today is Tuesday, so in 2 days, we are going to do Bedikat Hametz and do the same routine as we do on a regular year, and then Friday morning, we'll also nullify, and whoever leaves Hametz through Shabbat will nullify the Hametz again Shabbat morning. Now, where are the places that we have to check? So bear in mind, like for every year, we have to check our homes, we have to check our cars, and we have to check our office. Now, when it comes to the office, a home and a car, sort of easy. You have to search in all the drawers everywhere to make sure you're not, by mistake, eat from it during Pesach. But then when it comes to the office, a person leaves his office 6 o'clock. He drives an hour or takes the train an hour to the house, and then he has to go back to the office. And whoever has a shul also has to check the shul, has to check the synagogue. So what do we do then? If it's practical and a person can do it, and can afford it, if his office is 15 minutes away, you should definitely do it. He works next to his office. It's a privilege. Every day he saves time. So on Pesach, you go and you check your place, even if it's a doctor's office, whatever it is. If he owns it, of course. If not, he has to check his own closets, his own area, his own desk. What if he tells you, look, it's not possible for me to come an hour and go back. It's just not happening, or a person is not going to do it. So check at the last time that you are in the office, just like a person that's traveling. Now, if he's not coming back through the holiday, he's not coming back to his office, okay, fine. So he doesn't have to check. He can just sell the hametz. He knows he's not going to be there. But if he's planning to come Hol HaMoed to his office, he has to do bedikah. Better to do it at night. If he's not going to be there that night, he can't make it that night. He's an hour away or so. He should do it at the last time that he's in the office. Now, how do we do Bedikat Hametz? We know that we see all the pictures with a candle. Do we actually do it with a candle? Because first of all, the lights on our phones today, even on our phones, forget if you take a real flash, it's much stronger than a candle. So, but nevertheless, the takana is to do it with a candle, and therefore a person should start one area with a candle. Like, let's say you start in the kitchen, just do the kitchen with a candle for about 10 feet around, or 7 feet or something, but not less than 7 feet. Try to have one area that you cover with a candle. If you're not so comfortable, if you checked fine with the candle, so go over that area with a flash. Now, if a person has a big house, so he can always have help from his wife, bar mitzvah and up. He can teach them, tell them, I trust you. Imagine there is something, hidden and you have to find it. Please do a good job, look for it. Or, if a person has 2-3 stores, he can contact a yeshiva or something. Some maybe Chabad could help. And then, of course, compensate them for their time. And it's a mitzvah to support Torah and people of Torah. So there is solution to everything. Imagine people that own bus companies in Israel, or planes, or they do Bedikat Hametz, and they have a whole bunch of people that are doing it for them. Just like if someone owns a hotel and he has to kosher it, he does it with the Rabbanut of Israel. As a young kid, I used to do it. Not young kid, maybe a teenager. I used to go every year in the city called Haifa, and we used to, bunch of like 20 people clean the kosher, the whole kitchen of the hotel. So this is about Bedikat Hametz, and God willing, next class we'll learn about the 10 pieces that we put around the house.